shining down on a chilly Friday evening in the Twin Cities. One of the first times this year where the temperature has dipped below the 60s for high school football. Jason Doro here with Pete Hayes, and Andover has rattled off 19 consecutive points after Cambridge Isanti scored on their opening drive. It's been all Huskies.
Yeah, watching Zebarth on that first series as he breaks the big run, you're thinking he's going to have quite the night. And since then, they've really did a nice job on him. So this first series is going to be a big one for Cambridge Isanti.
A quick peek at the weather here in the northern suburbs. That wind could come into effect if it's gusting at 20 miles per hour during the second half. The kick returnable for Logan Henderson, breaking it out to the far sideline before he's shoved down near the 33.
Nice
and a late
return.
flag comes in.
Well, they got to throw a flag. They've been throwing enough of them here. We're going to start off with one right away, so we'll see what this is all about. I'm guessing it's some kind of unsportsmanlike conduct on one of the two teams.
I think we ran out of digits on our hands to count the first half penalties.
Oh, that's for sure.
And Cambridge Isanti could badly use some extra
During the
yardage
tackle,
here.
personal foul. Using the helmet to make the tackle, number 38 on the kicking team. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
And that's Edmund Boyer, who was flagged during the first half as well, a junior defensive end.
Here's a look at it right here. And he did come in with the crown of his head. Yeah, the way that flag went down as late as it was, that's usually the type of call that you get some kind of unsportsmanlike conduct. Luckily for Andover, it's not like college football where they'll throw you out of the game for that.
Exactly, yeah. So the Blue Jackets go back to work, and they'll start at their own 47-yard line. Handoff up the middle for Gavin Zebarth, and he's thrown down by Edmund Boyer. So right after the flag,
Ball carrier was
fires
down.
into the backfield
Second
and
down.
throws Zebarth down.
Zebarth was almost through that hole, and if he would have got through it, it would have been a big run for Cambridge. But a nice tackle by the Huskies on that play.
Zebarth has the lone touchdown for the Blue Jackets tonight, a 78-yard sprint on the third offensive play of the night for the Blue Jackets.
I would be surprised if he had 90 yards, and he had 78 on that one. They've really shut him down.
Brodin will pitch it out to Zebarth, and again, he's corralled in the backfield. Boyer makes the stop on back-to-back plays, and Zebarth pleading for some help.
Yeah, they have to do a better job up front. Andover's definitely winning the trenches.
3rd and 14. This Cambridge Isanti offense has struggled over the last 3 games, averaging just 12 points per contest after they dropped 42 on Duluth East in their season opener. Brodin lobbing it down the far sideline. Tipped, and it falls incomplete.
We got a hold on Cambridge in the backfield there. One of the offensive linemen just absolutely hog-collared one of the
offense, number 68.
Andover players and threw him to the ground.
4th down.
I think out of a little bit of frustration. So not the way that Cambridge wanted to get started here.
Yeah, a rare 3 and out. And the Blue Jacket punt unit will come on. And that unit includes quarterback Connor Broughton.
He hit a good one last time.
Tremblay deep to return. We saw him spring free and take one to the house, although it was brought back due to a penalty in the first half. This time he calls for a fair catch and hauls it in near the 25.
Once again, nice punt by Broughton. Now Cambridge defense really needs to come out and get a stop here. You give Andover another touchdown, it's going to be tough sledding for the Blue Jackets. So they're going to have to bow their necks and stiffen up here, and somebody's going to have to make a play for them.
Elijah Alexander marches his troops onto the field, joined by Dylan Frost in the backfield. Frost had not really contributed at running back before tonight, and he's been a huge factor on the ground so far this evening. Caught on the far side. That's Keaton Lycum making his first reception of the night, turning it upfield for about 5 yards.
You know, I'm expecting somewhere here, Jason, where they're going to fake that little pass to the outside there. Little pump and go. Should be able to pop him into the free.
And Lycum could be that deep threat. He came in the team's leader in touchdown receptions with 3. This time it's a throw out to the near side. And Agogo Ayefe turns it into a first down. Ayefe had 2 touchdown grabs in the first half. He now has 3 on the season. And Ayefe is really an all-around receiver. Leads the team in receptions and receiving yards.
He's so dangerous after he catches the ball.
Alexander has to scramble this time, and he gallops out of bounds across the 40.
That's one of the
Picks up a
few
couple of
times,
yards.
One of the few times, that they were trying to get the ball downfield a little bit, and nobody was open there. You know, and as long as Cambridge can't stop that short pass, they might as well keep doing it.
The Husky offense a little more patient to start this second half. Handoff for Frost, cutting it back to the left, angling upfield, and then he's ripped down just shy of midfield.
No, the thing that's impressive with Andover is they're getting 6, 7, 8 yards on first down all the time, and that's where you want to be, second and short.
Taylor Johnson made that last stop for the Blue Jackets. 3rd and 1 now for Andover as they try to move this drive into Cambridge Isanti territory. Alexander looking right, zipping it off his intended target's hand. He was looking for Ben Steckman. Lucky for Steckman, it falls incomplete. 4th down and 1.
Yeah, good opportunity right here. A little bit of a break, and that could have been pick 6 for Cambridge and put them right back into the game.
Mason Delgadillo almost had a chance to haul it in there on the sideline. 4th and 1, the Husky offense staying on the field on their first drive of the second half.
Well, they haven't been able to stop him yet, so why not?
High snap for Alexander, guns it right. This time he connects across midfield with Steckman. Sure hands from the senior. Both these teams 1-3. The Blue Jackets are yet to win a district game, while the Huskies are 1-2 in that respect. And Andover has played some really tough competition with losses against number 2 and number 4 teams in Class 5A. Incomplete pass, looking for Ayefe on the near sideline that time.
Yeah, the schedule looks a little bit softer for Andover here down the stretch, where they could rip off the last 4 and come out of here with a decent record going into the section tournament.
Yeah, the Huskies have Chisago Lakes, St. Francis, and Buffalo left in the regular season as Alexander looks to the right side and completes it at the 40.
You know, St. Francis is not a bad team, and Buffalo has the Bauman kid over there, and he can really throw the football a little bit. So those won't be easy games for him, that's for sure.
And that was Sam Masungu into the game. A freshman making that grab. 3rd down and 2 at the 40. Alexander gives this one off for Dylan Frost. Frost across the 30 with first down yardage. He picks up a dozen.
Love that Frost kid. I mean, he's big, he's tough, he's not afraid to put his shoulder pad into somebody, and he has some speed. He's quick.
The Husky offense putting it all together tonight They came in averaging 16 points per game. And in their lone victory this year against Monticello, that's exactly what they posted. Grab made on the far sideline by Lycum. Had a defender holding on to his jersey, who eventually ripped him down near the 20. And it was enough for a first down.
That's a nice little play for Andover. It's worked for him a few times today. Little bubble screen.
Slowly but surely, Andover marching downfield here. Alexander tucks that one, throws left, and completes it near the 15. Keaton Lycum with a third reception on this drive.
Alexander pass complete to number 4, Keaton Lycum. Made by number 10.
Head coach Rich Wilkie trying to get this Andover team back to the state tournament. They reached state 4 of 5 years from 2013 to 2017 and then just barely missed last year because Cambridge Isanti beat them in the Section 7 title game. Alexander stepping up, gunning it for the end zone. Touchdown Huskies. Ethan Kalmus, the senior captain, with the touchdown grab.
Alexander stepped back in the pocket, had plenty of time. Good arm strength, throws it into the corner of the end zone to Kalmus, the senior captain, who at one time was the quarterback of this team. So good for him, and the Huskies put another one on the board.
A 15-yard touchdown connection from Alexander to Kalmus. As you take one more look here, plenty of elevation on that ball as Kalmus got behind Gavin Zebarth for 6. The extra point was good as well from Gallipo, and it's 26-6.